as Northwestern State takes it by the score of 8-6. Coach Prejean joins us, and first of all, let's talk about Kenzie Seeley coming in, throwing a lot of balls, not necessarily as sharp as we are used to seeing her, but finding a way to get outs, and that seems like that's what good veteran pitchers do, even when they don't have their best stuff.
Right, and that's what I told her. And his zone, they said, was a little tight, and she was having to throw a lot of pitches going in, but she made the pitches that she needed to make when it counted with runners on. It wasn't really pretty on the pitching side or on the defensive side, but I was very proud of the way you responded offensively, and couldn't ask for a better performance.
Well, when you start, it's an unearned run in the first, and then it's one chipped across on the second, and then a couple in the third, and it feels like the game is maybe starting to slide away from you. How important is that to get, even with a tight zone and not your best stuff, to have a couple of zeros up there to let the offense start to figure things out?
Right, and I knew our game plan is we were going to get all three arms in there tonight, and I felt like we were gonna see a couple of their arms as well. So just to give us an opportunity to get our offense going, I knew that, like I said, we were going to see a couple of their arms, and we made some solid contact, put the ball in play. Then we put pressure on them, and that's what it took. They made some errors as well. So, and we had runners on to take advantage of that.
First pinch hit home run in 4 years at Northwestern State for Kennedy Reynolds. Number one, did you know it was fair? Because you immediately called for the review. What were you seeing? And then ultimately, what do you think they finally saw?
I thought off the bat when I saw it, I thought it was no doubt it was going to be fair. I didn't think it was going to be close. And then when I realized he never made a sign, then they said foul ball. I was like, oh, no way. It wasn't even obvious, in my opinion, and of course I might be a little biased,
right.
but and so, I mean, we have video review. Let's review it. And I was actually kind of shocked they overturned it. I didn't know what kind of angles we were going to have, but they said clearly they had the angle that it was just inside the foul pole.
You've now won 3 in a row, getting the last 2 against Commerce. You turn around and get this one. This team growing in your first year. Tell me about maybe finding some confidence as this season has progressed.
That's exactly what I said. That's a good Louisiana Tech team that we just beat, and using that what we did tonight, a come from behind win. We didn't have our best stuff in the circle, and we didn't have our best defensive performance, but we found a way to do it, and let's get on a roll, and let's make these next 2 weekends, leave it on the field.
You've been in Louisiana long enough down in Lafayette. You understand what these games mean. How satisfying is it to get a win against an in-state opponent like Louisiana Tech?
Absolutely, especially at home. You protect your home field, your home turf. So I'm very proud of these seniors and the way we responded.
Coach, congratulations. Good luck down in Houston.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, that was Lacey Prejean, the head coach of Northwestern State, as Northwestern State takes the victory in this one 8-6. 2 runs in the 5th and 5 runs in the 6th, ultimately deciding this one as the Demons take it and avenge the loss earlier in Ruston. Big thanks to David Antilli and our entire crew for their fine work tonight, and we appreciate you watching. I'm Patrick Netherton saying so long from the Demon Diamond. Your final score, Northwestern State 8, Louisiana Tech 6. All games airing on the ESPN networks or streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN. Good night from the City of Lights.